Hey everybody, it's Ruth Sims here and welcome back to my channel. So in one of my previous mod review videos, I received a comment that was asking for some social mod recommendations, and at the time I really didn't have any, but ever since then I've made sure to keep an eye out for any social mods that I see, and I came up with this list of quite a few social related mods I think really help make my game a lot more fun to play. So hopefully you guys will find these mods fun too, and they'll spice up your game just like they spiced up mine. So the first mod, just because it's really easy to show right now, is actually a Whims overhaul mod. I think this one, I swear this game gives me pop-ups right when I'm trying to show something. Basically, the Whims overhaul mod adds whims to your game that like make a little bit more sense. So for example, I'm pretty sure this is one of them where it's kind of based on her aspiration. I know for a fact this one is. So Rick wants to adopt a dog because of his active trait. Let me really quickly jump into the mod description so that we can like look more in depth at what it offers. So this mod is by Bien Chen. It's called the Whim overhaul, and it's an overhaul of the EA want system, and it enhances the chance for family-based wants and tunes down wants to buy new stuff. So I really like that. It looks like they also have special wants for pregnancy, life stages, childhood phases, lifestyles, preferences, careers, and etc. So I think it's really cool. This is in a different language, but I can kind of like guess this looks like one to try for a baby. This looks like a want that involves going to a party, and it's because they're a teenager life stage. Like obviously I'm just kind of guessing based on the words I'm seeing, but it's just a really cool mod. So the next mods I want to go over, and there's a lot here in terms of more social interactions. I downloaded a whole bunch. So if we go into the friendly menu, for example, can I have some money is one of them. Chat about celebrities is also a new one. Confess to cheating. Well, she hasn't cheated. That is like a new option. Would you like to go on vacation is a new one as well. Oh my god, the toddler made such a mess. Oh my lord. They're all just like new social interactions that will add some more life to the conversations that are happening in The Sims. So let me go through some of them on the mod pages. So the first one of these is called Contextual Social Interactions by Lumpino. I've gone over one of Lumpino mods before called Relationships and Pregnancy Overhaul, and that's like one of my all-time top favorite mods. Like seriously, I love that mod so much. And so when I found this one, I was like, this is so freaking cool. And the thing about this is it is going to be contextual. So it comes up when different things happen, like different special events happen in your game, and you're gonna get different social interactions. So for example, here in these pictures, you can see some like work interactions. So if somebody gets promoted, you can actually tell the other sim about a promotion, which is, I don't know why that's not already in the game. There's stuff to do with death. We can compliment a woohoo technique after woohooing. You can trash ex and express regrets over separation with divorces. For pregnancy, you can exchange name ideas and stuff like that. It's just a really cool mod that I think adds a little bit more realism into conversations, because it does kind of bother me that sometimes like a really big thing happens and you can't have your sim talk about it. As per usual with my mod reviews, you'll be able to find all the links in the description if you want to read through all of this, and also read about like the consequences of them, because some of them give moodlets. Like for example, announce university acceptance will give a happy moodlet to the listener, which is, you know, it's just a really realistic addition, which I enjoy. I want to see if we can actually talk about what just happened. So now when we go into the romance category post woohoo, we can now compliment woohoo technique, and that is a completely new interaction that's from this mod. There's a lot more for you guys to explore through this particular mod. So the next social interaction packs they're two different packs from Kiara Sims 4 mods. There's the social interaction pack and the romance interactions pack. And even though they're called pack, do keep in mind that you actually have to download each of these separately. Like each interaction is separate, which on one hand is really cool, because like in case you don't like one of these things, you don't have to have it in your game. Like for example, if you don't want, I don't know, if you don't want reveal pregnancy for some reason, or you don't want regret having woohoo. I don't know. If you don't want one of these, you don't have to download it. But on the other hand, if you do want all of these, you have to download all of them. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword, but I just downloaded a few. I didn't even download all of them. And it's the same for the romance interaction pack. You do get quite a few cute ones here, both in the social interaction pack and in the romance interaction. So again, these will be linked down below if you want to look through all of them and like see what they look like. We already saw the confess to cheating interaction. So if we go into the mean, place, and malicious, yeah, so now we have accused of being a gold digger as one of the options for an interaction. So again, it's like, I think this is a really good one for storytelling personally, because like sometimes if you just want that like a very direct relation to the story you're telling. Oh, he got a flattered moodlet from being complimented on his woohoo technique, by the way, which is kind of cute. Also, if you guys see this, I'm pretty sure this whim is also from the overhaul. I don't think that's an EA whim. Also, don't come at me for what she's wearing. I only change her everyday outfits and I have to keep changing her back into the outfit I want her to wear. Alright, so the next social interaction pack I want to go over is this one, Storytelling Socials by Lazarus and Ashes. So this is a new like contextual social pack. So the interactions again are going to depend on the situation in your game, on the types of sims you have in your game. Something I really think is cool is that you can call sims lazy, which is a mean interaction specifically for active sims, and lazy sims don't get offended. You can pretend to break up, you can accuse of excessive woohooing, express doubts about pregnancy, insult work performance. Like there's just so many, and these are just a few of them. It actually adds 60 plus interactions, which aren't necessarily listed here. Something I really like about this mod is the fact that there's different outcomes that can happen with it. So for example, if you express doubts about pregnancy, there's 3 potential responses. Either the target will get confident, or they can get tense, or they can get uncomfortable. The next mods I want to go over are a little bit more well known and are by the same creator as Extreme Violence mod, so Sacrificial. 3 different mods here. The first one is called Passionate Romance, and it is a completely different romance category than the actual romance category. I'm just gonna test a few of them out. Let me put some clothes on him. Aww, they're so cute. This is, I think, so this is called the Romantic Hug. Oh my gosh. And it just like the way they're holding each other is so cute. But there's so many other options too. Romantic selfies. I didn't even know this was a thing. How about we like take a proposal photo manually? I want to see what this looks like. Oh my god, you don't even have to go through the posing option, and it does the proposal photo for you. It's as if we hired a wedding photographer, you know what I mean? The background here isn't great, but you know, we can deal for now. I can't get over how creative and what an amazing modder. Magical kiss in the air. I wonder what that looks like. Oh my god, they're literally levitating. Oh my god. Let's take a look at some of these moodlets. So we have a lot of flirty stuff from being passionate, magical kiss, memorable proposal. Oh my god, just like absolutely adorable mod. Oh, if you guys see the do you love me and do you like what you see romance interactions, these are, I'm pretty sure, from the Kiara Sims 4 mods. I had to get the do you love me interaction because that is just too real. I'd be asking that all the time. So I also downloaded 2 more mods from Sacrificial that are like romantic. One is the romantic slow dance and one is the romantic sky gaze. Now we can slow dance together with Haley. This is what the interaction looks like. It's just like a cute little slow dance. I think it's inspired by The Sims 2. I love it so much. I don't see a moodlet from it right now, but there might be one popping up like after they're done dancing. Oh my god, he just spun her out. Oh my gosh. I love this so much. I really do. Oh, and we can also kiss, flirt, or chat while dancing. So I had him stargaze, and now if I click on him, I can do stargaze with Rick. Oh, no, that did not work. I'm not sure how to get them to do it together the way it is in the mod. Definitely let me know down in the comments below if I'm like doing something wrong. For the next mod, I want to go over the First Impressions mod by Lumpenout. And basically, First Impressions is a way to have your Sims get a sentiment with somebody they just meet, and it'll affect like how they build relationships. They can get a negative impression or a positive impression, and there's so many different negative and positive impressions that they could get. I think they have two different flavors of this mod, one where the impression will like die down over time and one where it won't. So I personally got the one where it will decay over time, because I think first impressions would decay in real life as you get to know somebody more. You can have one sim that has a positive impression and one sim with a negative one. I think it's really, really cool. I think also that the way you introduce yourself to sims affects the first impression. So let's try this out. We're introducing ourselves to Justin with just a friendly intro, and it looks like we both got positive impressions. We got that he is responsible, and Justin got that we are imaginative and also interesting. I don't know why we got two. I've never seen this before. I don't know if that's a glitch in the mod or if that's something that just happens with the mod. Let's go introduce ourselves to more people. Let's just do a rude introduction. I think this is Nancy. So we both got negative impressions now. So we got that she is pretentious, and she got that we are annoying. Oh my god, that's so rude. And we also got this moodlet that first impressions are strong from interacting. So yeah, this is just like, again, another way to add depth into the conversations, because now it's going to be really difficult for us to gain a positive relationship with Nancy. I also wanted to show off the celebrity system. I don't know how I'm gonna show it off in game, because this is just such a huge mod. I feel like I need to do a whole different video on it to properly go into it. Like, it completely overhauls the celebrity system. It's so freaking cool. Personally, I really, really like how you can get like disgraced based on your actions. So if you get divorced or caught cheating or sunbathing in the nude or woohoo in public or like using the bubble lore or being in the criminal career, you can get a bad reputation and get publicly disgraced for it. And you can like pay off the paparazzi. They added a whole new event called a moral support visit. Oh my god, you can get text messages from family, friends, and the paparazzi. There's like a whole new magazine. This is a huge mod. And if you go into these social interactions, one thing you have to make sure to do is download all the interactions that Kiara Sims has created, because some of them are required for this mod to work properly. So make sure you download those. But one of them is chat about celebrities here. So I do have that. And like I said, I feel like that mod deserves a whole different video. If you guys are interested in a whole mod review on that, definitely let me know down below, because I'd love to create one. Oh, and we got a moodlet from the celebrity gossip. It's just like a fun little moodlet. I actually have another social pack I totally forgot to touch on. This is called the Chat Pack 2.0 by Nate the Loser. And I don't know that I'll be able to show these off in game, because this is another contextual one where it depends on like what life stage your sim is in, what's going on in your game. Like, for example, you can't discuss odd symptoms if you're gonna have an alien baby. Tell a poorly aged joke is available to adult and elder sims, but not to sims with certain traits. I just aged the toddler up into a child real quick, and we can see one of them, which is in Deep Thoughts We Can Ask Where Babies Come From, which is one of the ones that comes with Nate the Loser's pack. So we got satisfied with the answer from asking about babies, and we got that Haley is embarrassed about it because it just says, well, the baby store. But yeah, that's just one of the contextual interactions that comes with Nate the Loser's pack. Like I said, there's a whole bunch more, so definitely download the mod and check them out. The next is a social activities mod that I want to go over. It's by Little Miss Sam, and it basically adds more activities for your sims to do that are just like, they're rabbit holes, so like you don't have to, so you can just send your sims off and go do it. So you can, for example, go on a date, you can go to the laundromat and do the laundry. For holiday activities, you can even go to a haunted house or go trick or treat. Sometimes I just need something for my sims to go and do. How about she can go to a music competition, and it costs money. So let's take both Rick and Martin. They all acquired like a bunch of skills, which is really, really cool as well. And they got a moodlet. So she got the music concert moodlet. I'm so glad I went to the Michelle Bunch concert. Her voice is beautiful. We sat so close. Oh, he got an Evil Beavers concert. That's funny. They all went to the same concert, but they got different moodlets. You know, maybe they went to different concerts. This is like another small addition mod that's just like, it's cute to add some more stuff for your Sims to do, which sometimes I just really need that. Speaking of smaller mods, another one is the more holidays mod, and you can add it to your game and it pre-populates your calendar with a whole bunch of activities that aren't like already in there. They add Winterfest Eve, they add March Madness, which I think is so funny. They add a spring fling, summer vacation, Summerfest. I personally really need this mod just to like avoid having to put these holidays in myself. And again, it's just a really nice way to make sure your Sims have something to do, because like the holidays are just fun. They're fun for Simmers that like to play with realism and storytelling. Like, I know that we all love holidays, so this is a really cool mod just to like pre-populate stuff in. So that is an A Deep Indigo mod, and I have a few A Deep Indigo mods here that I want to touch on. They're all pretty small and they're gonna be like more difficult to show in game, so I'll just show off the mod pages. But one of them is a resolutions mod, and it literally just adds more resolutions. Again, it's really small, but I think these resolutions are a lot better than the pre-made ones, and I think they're a lot more realistic. Next is another small mod. It's called Family Connections, and it's a way to add relationships between different Sims. You can click on a Sim and add a relationship to them. You can add in-laws, great-grandparents, great-grandchildren, adoptive parent, adopted brother and sister, adopted son, daughter, etc. So again, just a small little mod to add a little bit more with storytelling and family relationships. Like, we can set a step-parent relationship with anybody in the world. Let me make Blossom our step-parent. So now we have the stepmother connection with Blossom. It's really cool. I like how they also added a little family dynamic in here. Like I said, it's just a cool little mod for storytelling, adding some more depth to your family trees in The Sims if you find that like the in-game family connections aren't really working. The last small A Deep Indigo mod I want to go over is the virtual diploma course. So it basically adds an online diploma course that your Sims can do if they have dropped out of high school or been expelled. Again, this is just a small little mod that adds a little bit more gameplay, like if I wanted to like add a storyline of my Sim getting their GED or something. So definitely like a really cool little small mod. Next, I want to go over two mods by Missy Hissy. These are super cool mods. So I have a hobby mod here, and I also have a personality mod. So both of them add new reward traits. The hobby mod adds different hobby reward traits. So you can give your Sim a fitness hobby, a sports hobby, etc. And then once you give them that trait, they'll have a hidden hobby need assigned to them. So if your Sim's need drops too low, you'll get a pop-up that they need to do something associated with that hobby, and it takes 3 in-game days for this need to drop low. Now on the computer, there is a hobby hub, so you can like do all this stuff on the computer related to your different hobbies, and each of them is going to have a different whim set once you add it to your Sim. So you can do things like show off moves on a dance floor from the music and dance hobby, buy a puppet theater from film and literature, basketball hoop from sports. It's just so cool. I love it. I think this mod is supposed to be bringing something from The Sims 2. A really similar one from the same creator is the personality mod, and it adds primary personality reward traits and secondary traits. And again, this is another Sims 2 inspired mod, and you can basically add these primary and second traits and you get different wants that suit each trait. So for example, if we go into the reward store, we have all this stuff. See, we have like the creativity Sim trait, family Sim. I think for Haley specifically, I'm gonna give her the creativity primary trait and maybe the arts and crafts hobby. Oh, you can give them multiple hobbies. I'm gonna give her film and literature and learning and discovery too. And then for the secondary trait, I am going to give her the let's give her knowledge Sim secondary trait. Once you pick one primary trait, all the other ones are grayed out, and the same with secondaries. But now if we head into her Simology, we see all this stuff. We see that she's a knowledge Sim, we see all her hobbies, and we see her creativity Sim primary trait as well. I want to check out the creativity hub over here. Oh, it's the hobby hub over here. So now we have like different pop-ups for each of the hobbies. So we can write articles or blog. Ooh, there's an archaeological society for the learning and discovery hobby. We can join a book club for film and literature. Let me go ahead and have her do that. And keep in mind, if you do have a hobby, you have a hidden need that's assigned to these hobbies. So you have to make sure that you're actually doing stuff with these hobbies every so often. Sims who join the book club will be periodically sent a new book in the mail, can host book club meetings, and discuss their favorite book genres with other members. So I want to see how like we can host book club meetings. Maybe it's from the hobby hub. No, it's not. I wonder how we're supposed to do that. If anybody in the comments knows like how to access the book club and stuff like that, definitely let me know, because I can't find it. I looked on the phone, I looked on the computer, and I clicked on her as well, and I checked the calendar for like a book club event, but I can't find it anywhere. So there's another mod that I was really hoping would show up for me in game, but it's not something I can control, unfortunately. It's called random texts and calls, and I've seen it show up in my other save files, so I know that it's working in my game. I just like, I don't know how to get it to happen in my game, but basically it adds a bunch of random text messages and phone calls, and like a bunch of different types of them too. So for example, sometimes your parents will just call to give you money, sometimes they'll talk about recent happenings in sports, some people may call to scam you out of your money, some people will just call to talk about themselves. That is way too real. I've had that happen in real life, and it's really annoying. How they'll feel about the call is going to depend on their personality traits. So again, very contextual, very cool. If you guys have ever played with Slice of Life, it reminds me of that. So yeah, I personally liked it. I like the realism it added when I did see it, so I hope to see it some more. Hopefully it does show up when I'm filming this mod review. Last but not least, I want to touch on 2 pregnancy related social mods. So the first one is of course the realistic childbirth mod. I've played with it before on my channel, and there's like a billion mod reviews out there for it if you want to learn more about it. But I just wanted to touch on one very recent facet of the mod that was like just added. It's the gender reveal party addition to the mod, and it's so cool. This is what it looks like in the events place, and basically like you just add the expecting parent, you add the guests, all that stuff. But what I really wanted to go over was the items it adds to go along with the gender reveal party. As you guys know, Panda Sama is the creator. They've created quite a few things to go along with it, and one of them is the arch, and the other one I want to go over here is these gender reveal glasses. When you come here, you can basically get gender reveal supplies from the arch, so you can get a balloon or a cake to figure out the gender of the baby during the party. I'm gonna get the balloon. So I got 6 different ones. I'm trying to figure out how this works, so I want to make sure I know. Oh, she's gonna have 1 male and 1 female baby. I actually did not know that. Okay, I'm actually gonna change that. I'm gonna make it so she just has 1 male baby. We can go ahead and pop this balloon. Keep in mind, you need to be able to access the right side. We see blue smoke that comes out. I want to see if all of them are the same. So we did get an It's a Boy moodlet, but we also got an It's a Girl. Okay, so this is a little bit glitched. At least I think it is. I don't know if me changing up like what was gonna happen with MC Command Center messed that up. That might have been on me. So definitely you guys let me know in the comments if this works for you properly. Let me try and get gender reveal supplies. Let me get a cake. So we get 3 of each again. I don't think that's supposed to happen because we can't even tell when we hover over the item which color it's gonna be, you know? So I think this is a little, like I might have glitched it up, but it is definitely a little bit glitched. So yeah, you guys let me know if that is working properly for you. I still think it's a really cool idea. The other really cool thing is with the gender reveal event, you can put these items out and guests will come pick up one of the glasses automatically, and it signals what they think it's gonna be, and you can also take a guess. So she grabbed and put on these pink sunglasses, which is kind of funny because she knows it's a boy. It's a cute little way to add a little bit more life into your Sims party, so I really love that. Like I said, this is a part of the realistic childbirth mod. The very last social mod I want to go over is called expanded pregnancy, and it basically adds a doula and some more pregnancy interactions. You can like check a bunch of stuff with an app on your phone called My Pregnancy. And you can also get a doula NPC who you can talk to about the pregnancy. It adds a whole bunch of new computer interactions where you can watch birth videos. This goes seamlessly with the realistic childbirth mod. So if we go to the phone and click on the My Pregnancy app, you have 4 different options. So today you can check the trimester. You are in your 2nd trimester. Now your baby bump becomes more noticeable. In the 2nd trimester, you should also begin to feel first movements of your baby. And if you click My Baby, you can actually measure. Your baby is the size of an orange. The baby at 15 weeks has a size between 9.5 and 10 centimeters, weighs about 70 grams. That's so cute, actually. It's just a cute little addition so you can get some more interactions with your pregnancy and make your pregnant sim feel a little bit more alive. You can also buy a bunch of stuff for the baby. Oh my god, you can buy the bassinets and all this stuff. I love it. Childbirth videos, and you can do all of these things. So alien birth, surgery, machine birth, pool birth, all the different birth types that you get with the realistic pregnancy childbirth mod, you can watch videos on. So what I wanted to do was call a doula. This is actually not under the app. It's under the household menu, and you can call a doula for 250 simoleons. This is her name is Juno. So we get this menu called doula support, and we can talk about having fear, ask for massage, discuss fears about intimacy with partners, fears to not be a good parent, bottle feeding, breastfeeding, or venting your feelings. How about we come vent our feelings? And she says, feeling like this is totally normal, but don't worry, you're not alone. Whatever you need, ask me. So I think the doula is mainly there for like moral support and stuff, and so she does give us some moodlets so we can see I'm not alone from venting with the doula, which is nice. Let me see if we have her go into labor, if the doula actually does anything. So I just want to see if there's any doula support in terms of actually having the baby. I don't think so. I think the doula is just there for moral support. I don't see any other interactions. I think that's where the other facets of the childbirth mod come into play. So definitely keep that in mind. It's more just like a cute little support interaction if your sim needs some support. I really like that addition. With that, guys, I am gonna go ahead and end this mod review here. I really hope you guys found this helpful. Definitely let me know what you guys think about some of these mods. If you have them or if you're gonna download them, let me know. I love it when you guys comment, and I read all of them, so please do. Don't forget to like and subscribe as well. It really helps out the channel, and I'd love for you guys to stick around, and I will see you later. Bye, guys.